Welcome back to PrinnyCast, episode 3, as we're chopping all this stuff up into little 15-minute chunks now. And I've actually heard that this is being preferred by some people, and I kind of understand because, YouTube is one of those places that's, if you can't keep somebody's attention longer than the first 3 minutes, chances are they're not going to watch longer. So if you got a long video, there's a good chance that somebody's not going to see the whole thing. Thankfully, our intros are kind of catchy, but usually only the first episode has those. So unless I plan on doing intros on every last one of these, and I don't think I'm clever enough to do 4 intros for 52 weeks in a year and still keep it fresh. So
I think that you would go insane.
I have had a couple ideas about the extra content, one of which is I want to get back to the game collection videos that I was doing, but I'm still not at all sure where I want to go with this. I had one idea that I should treat them like reviews. I don't know if I'm opinionated enough for that. That and the fact that there's some games I just haven't spent a lot of time on, and we were just talking last week about the reviewers who kind of undercut their job. And that kind of fits along those lines. I don't want to review something I've only put like 15 minutes in. And while that's an excuse for me to actually dig into the game,
before I review it,
despite the fact it gives me the time to get into the game, I don't have enough time to usually beat a whole game in 1 week. So, I don't know. Maybe if I did it at my own leisure, that would be one thing. And that way it would be really easy for me to record various parts. But that's also become a problem because I'm trying to use a PS2 emulator to get better screenshots of PlayStation 2 games. But see, running a recorder at the same time as an emulator for a high-end system, well, high-end for console emulation anyway, tends to be a really drag on your system. So that hasn't worked out too well. But for me to use my little capture device, which is a really cheap one to record stuff with, the quality is really, really crappy. I mean, I might try it anyway just because currently that is the only way to get 360 footage because there is no 360 emulator. So, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Also, I do want to start up doing some playthroughs again. I'm thinking of trying to do something that's a little more entertaining than me just playing a game, because when I'm in a mode of playing a game, generally I'm trying to do well with the game so I don't look stupid. However, if I put on a character to be entertaining and funny, regardless of what happens to the game, people can be entertained from it, because some people like to see people fail anyway. So, so I'm thinking of doing what we did for the April Fool's episode and playing a more specific part of a Prinny playing a video game.
That would be awesome.
It might be entertaining for the first few episodes. I don't know if it's something people would want to put up with, because that high voice thing can get irritating, and I don't know. Well, we'll see.
I like that video where you did, was it Adventure or something, that Atari game? That was a video I liked.
Oh, you're talking,
sure. Yeah.
What you're talking about. You're talking about my epic remix of all time, which was a April Fool's for my music channel. It would be something like that, yes. Probably unscripted when I can, because I want to record my voice at the same time as I'm recording the video. I don't know. I don't know if I can be funny enough to be that on the cuff that much. Off the cuff? On the cuff.
If you don't do, I've just learned that if you're not enjoying it, then don't bother, because if you're not enjoying it, then it's not worth it.
True. And they won't be probably complete playthroughs. Chances are this is going to be a different game every time, 5 to 10 minutes worth. I don't know.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's just something else besides just the PrinnyCast itself. Not that I really need more work to do. It's just ideas. I'm happy to get any comments from anybody for what we can do with the show, especially since we're kind of changing up formats again. If you'd even like to see the show get divided into special episodes. So in other words, we have a game news episode every week. They can be really simplified, so I can get it up practically like overnight when we record. And then move on to like a topic episode, have an episode where we're basically shooting the breeze like we are today. And so that way we don't have to have a topic every week. We just have a topic episode when we have something we want to talk about, and the rest of the time, split it up. It's not one PrinnyCast episode. It's a PrinnyCast episode when we have a topic, and the rest of it's just game news of the week and what we've been doing for the week. So I'll throw that out there if anybody's interested in considering ideas for us, or voting for us, or whatever else you want to do.
We're running out of ideas. Give us some damn stuff, people. We would enjoy somebody telling us something. Most people don't realize it, but that one comment or 2 comments we get on a YouTube video, or even when Twitch, someone came in, it was nice, that just meant that someone was watching and we were doing it for something. When we see, there's nothing more depressing than going to look at your video and you see 0 views and it's been a week. It's like, okay! Yep. Or 1 view and you know it's yourself.
Yeah, I've had a few of those. Matter of fact, we've got some PrinnyCast episodes that it's kind of in that boat. That's sitting there with 3 views, and I know who all 3 people are. And sometimes it's not even you guys.
Sometimes it's just, like for my videos, I had 3 views, and I know I looked at that video 3 times and checked out, so I knew what it was.
But all in all, we want to entertain you while we're having fun. That's what it's about. And inform. Keep you informed on what's going on in the gaming world. Because not everybody likes to lurk around on gaming news sites. And
exactly.
Some news is more important than others and so on.
I think that people would really like gaming news. I know sometimes I watch it just to remember what people said was going on for the week.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, no problem.
But, yeah, I lost track of what I was saying.
I think we both did. So that's our show for this week. No, seriously.
It's been really chaotic, and I don't understand. I had all this dedication in wanting to do the videos and stuff in the other house, and then now here I have to actually do it, and I don't know why there's such a difference. I guess maybe because there's actually roommates and stuff now, and it's not so. Yeah, when there's people around you, suddenly you're just like, wow, I don't have to desperately cling to people online to stave off loneliness.
Not only that, you have to schedule things a little better because you're probably doing more because there's people around you more often.
It's not always going to be completely quiet here, and I have to get used to that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
So, plans with the YouTube channel, is there anything special there, or are you just going where it goes?
I think it's just, for now, shooting the breeze and seeing where we're going to go. I do want to keep doing the Twitch and stuff. Twitch is so monotonous, it seems like, and I can't post half of it on YouTube because I like to play the music, and of course on YouTube I can't play the music at all. Just no way in hell. Not a chance.
Yeah, you'd have to find some station that has royalty-free music playing.
YouTube does have music that you can use, it's just most of it sucks. Really, really bad. Like, there's a song, I swear on my life, if I go to a YouTube video and I hear this song, I turn it off and downvote it immediately. I hate that song so much. I don't care if it's the most interesting thing in the world. I don't care if the video would tell me what the secret of life is.
How rude!
I heard that song. I can't explain what the song is. I almost wish I could go find a YouTube video and you can put it in and play it for a couple seconds and people would downvote us for playing it. I'd have to downvote a video, one of the own PrinnyCast videos for hearing it. Like, why did we do that?
Save money, because we couldn't afford to get an official soundtrack from somewhere. Which also brings me to a point. I want to start contacting more people for guest appearances and stuff. We've hinted about the interviews and things for a while, and it is getting closer to summer, which is when I said that we'd be considering doing this sort of thing. So some of them may be guest hosts, some of them may just be interviews that we have. We'll just have to see. Some of these people you probably would not know from anybody else, and some people are probably going to be kind of famous if we can help it.
I always keep forgetting that. We have the Gentleman Gamers. Roy will always come and do it sometimes. Well, not all the time, but sometimes. Because it is a royal, it is a royal pain in the ass for him sometimes because he does 4 videos a day. He's still doing it, and he has to do 6 videos on Friday and then do 2 videos and then do the podcast.
Yeah, he's a busy fella.
Yes, he is.
And it didn't help that he was sick there for a while. I think he's gotten better.
Oh, I didn't even realize he was sick, man. Let's see how
far
his
DLC quest videos, he sounded pretty bad.
That's rough.
Could have got some voice acting as some evil villain there. Really low voice and really crackly, but he pulled through it.
Yep, and that's good. Because when you do a switch like that, it is so, I've seen it, I know for a fact now, it is so easy to just drop off face of the earth and disappear from YouTube, Twitch and all that. Especially if you want to move or something, you has to want to come back. Otherwise, you're just going to disappear. Especially was, as most people don't probably know, I'm a writer too, and I've been getting an itch to write, and that really demotivates me for making videos when I'm writing instead. So I have to sit there and stop myself, and it's like, you need to do a video. Stop.
But when it comes to like the day job, that's more important. So when like there's something that comes up that somebody could be making money for, PrinnyCast is definitely and I would suggest videos on YouTube in general. Unless you're making money off of those videos, and most of us are not, I would think that other things have priority. So I don't see a big deal with like your writing. That's more important because that can be your bread and butter.
I don't think we've made any money on the Prinny. I don't think it really matter if we did or not. I think I've spent a lot of money on the Prinny.
Yes.
It doesn't bother me at all. I love the new headphones and stuff. The YouTube advertising was actually pretty fun when I was doing it, because every day I would tell me how many people saw it, and I really thought that many people were viewing it. No, that's how many people saw the tab on their screen but didn't click on it. And so when I logged and it said 10,000, I was like, 10,000, and then I saw how many people actually clicked, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yep, that makes a big difference, sadly.
So about $10 got me about 680 views. So not completely worth it.
No.
Plus, I don't believe I did the tags and everything right either, so I think it was all messed up.
But you may have got some subscribers out of it.
I think I got a couple out of it. I'm still getting subscribers, so that's always cool. I mean, I was getting a lot, but then I stopped, so it's kind of slower. It's like 1 a week now. But once I start doing videos like like crazy again, and it'll start going back up.
Yarb.
Yeah.
I'm awful at advertising. I have always been awful at advertising. I'm not much better with social media. I'm trying to keep up with our Twitter stuff. I'm trying to keep up with making sure that all the latest videos get put up on Galaxy Pugs, all that type of stuff. But so many forums don't let you advertise in the first place. So it really limits the places that you can actually tell people about PrinnyCast without actually getting into long, lengthy conversations and befriending people, basically, which I'm not an antisocial person. I'm probably more so than I even sound like I am, but I'm not one of those people that does the whole, hey, how you doing thing very well. I'm not much of a small talker. So
I don't want to see a way that's bad. I just don't want to kiss people's asses.
No.
And that's what it seems what it comes down to.
I think there's a healthy respect that I have for people for the most part. If I'm bound-mouthing a specific person, it's usually because they've done something very nasty, and even then, I generally do not keep those on the show itself, because I know a lot of the show is based around personal opinion, but at the same time, it's more about the entertainment and more about getting information out there than it is about finger-pointing of who's done what and what stupidity has come because of it. So unless it's news, it's objective, I try not to get into it too much. I mean, we've got our beefs with EA and with Zynga and stuff like that, but I certainly can't speak for you guys, because I know Mike's had his moments of defending Blizzard and then turning around and attacking Blizzard, and you've got the love-hate relationship going on with Maxis and EA and things like that, so I'm speaking largely for myself. I tend to poke fun more than I do actually angrily rant about something. If I'm going to angrily rant about something, it's a soapbox that I don't want to bring to the show if I can help it, which is why we've been avoiding the deeper, more controversial aspects of politics and religion and sexism and stuff in video games, because they can be a can of worms, because I am more opinionated than I'm letting myself be on the show. I question things constantly, but questioning is not exactly the same as saying, this is my opinion, this is how I feel, deal with it.
Yeah, basically the same with me. I try to restrain myself, otherwise we would just be ranting and raving the entire show, which some people might enjoy, but I don't think a lot of people would. They would just be like, these guys just ramble. Well, we do that anyways, but we do rambling in the bad way then.
Sitting on the fence is not necessarily a good thing either, but...
Oh, I experienced that with SimCity. I never had so many people treat me like crap like that. They're like, you're not defending... They're just like, what's the word they call it? In politics, it's called, where you go to the other side and you go to the other side and you go to the other side. They call it flip-flop.
Oh.
Flip-flop. That's what people were calling me, a flip-flop. So I had to retaliate, so it was just basically, I called them all a bunch of idiotic stay-the-course people, so... Which is kind of the way to do it, even for the game companies. If Maxis got their head out of their asses right now and released a patch, and I heard from a bunch of people, hey, they fixed it, it's working right, I would probably reinstall it and play it, and it would be fantastic. I would forgive them. I'd be like, okay, Maxis did it. They did exactly what I wanted, I'm happy again. But some people, they're like, well, you just switched. You don't stand your ground on something. They're like, I don't stand my ground because there's no point unless they do something adamantly horrible. I don't think anything that a game company really does is enough to make me say I hate you forever.
No.
Even Zynga hasn't done that yet.
No.
I mean, unless I hear that they're using I almost don't want to say it, they're using a fetus burning power plant to run their servers, then I'm probably not going to be permanently enraged at them.
It's a hard business, and when you've got a hard business, it's full of competition and full of cutting corners to try to make the best profits you can, especially out of an economy that the entire world's having right now. It's kind of understandable that things slip through the cracks constantly, or things don't go quite as planned, because there's still a lot of talented people who try to work on a game that doesn't quite go well, whether it's released too early, or there's design decisions that were made usually by somebody on the higher end of things, and not even necessarily the game director.
And they had no control of it. And they received the flack, and you see that a lot.
And it happens to just about every company out there. There's nobody that's immune to it.
The major one that I was actually kind of irrational on this one was when the mother company of Bethesda sued Mojang. Yeah, ZeniMax sued Mojang. And I flipped out. I flipped out and said that I was going to steal the Elder Scrolls 5 and I would never buy it. And I was adamant about that. That was the one time my foot was down and I was like, I swear I will steal every game that you ever make ever again. And it took Notch, the one that was being sued, saying, you guys need to chill the hell out. Bethesda has nothing to do with this. And of course Bethesda's just like, we have nothing to do with this. We can't control our mother company. They do what they want.
And it was over a silly lawsuit about a simple name
Scrolls
for a game that had nothing to do with each other, releasing relatively about the same time, and that was the worst of it. Who would mistake Scrolls for Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim?
This is so damn weird.
Let's put it this way, ZeniMax better not get into the movie rental business. There are so many clones of big-name movies.
They better not name anything Monster.
Oh boy. Or Patriot. How many Patriot movies are there now?